Have you ever loved a woman so deeply that her words could tear through your soul like glass? You trusted her, opened your heart, and believed she was different, but then she turned cold. One moment she admired you, the next she ignored you, belittled you, or replaced you like you never mattered. And now you're left replaying every memory, asking yourself, why would someone you loved choose to hurt you? Here's the truth most men never hear. When a woman hurts you, it's not always about you. It's often a test, not of your emotions, but of your self-control. She wants to see what you'll do when you're pushed to your emotional limits. Will you lose control, beg, or collapse? Or will you rise above it, like a stoic, calm and unshaken, showing her that her chaos can't destroy your peace? In this video, we'll uncover the stoic path to handling a woman who hurts you, not through revenge or anger, but through power, detachment, and self-mastery. Because the man who can stay grounded when a woman tries to break him becomes the man no one can ever control again. 1. Accept the pain without resisting it. Pain is the silent teacher every man tries to avoid, but it's also the one that shapes you the most. When a woman hurts you, your first instinct is to fight the feeling. You tell yourself, I shouldn't feel this, or I need to fix this. Now, you replay every conversation, searching for the moment things went wrong. But here's what Stoicism teaches. Resisting pain multiplies it. Marcus Aurelius once said, choose not to be harmed and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed and you haven't been. It sounds simple, yet it's incredibly powerful. The pain you feel doesn't come from her words or actions. It comes from your interpretation of them. She left, she lied, she turned cold. But the suffering begins when you tell yourself, I wasn't enough, or I lost something I needed. You didn't lose yourself, you lost your illusion of control, and that's what hurts. The Stoic approach is to observe the pain without judging it. Feel it fully, the disappointment, the confusion, the emptiness, and then let it pass through you like a storm. Don't resist it, don't drown in it, just witness it. Imagine you're walking through a rainstorm in London. You can curse the sky, or you can simply accept that rain is part of the weather. Emotional pain is the same, it's part of being human. When you stop fighting it, something miraculous happens. The pain loses its grip on you. Acceptance doesn't mean surrendering to weakness. It means reclaiming control. Because when you accept pain, you're saying, I'm strong enough to face this without breaking. You don't need her apology or validation, you only need your own composure. The truth is, no one escapes pain in love. But the Stoic man doesn't let it define him. He transforms it into understanding. He learns where he placed his happiness in her hands and he takes it back. Pain is inevitable, but suffering? That's optional. And the moment you accept pain without resistance, you've already begun to heal, because you've chosen mastery over emotion. 2. Detach emotionally, don't react instantly. When she hurts you, your emotions will scream for reaction. You'll feel the urge to text her, confront her, or show her how much she's hurt you. That's natural, but it's also where most men lose their power. Stoicism teaches that the man who reacts instantly is the man controlled by others. The one who pauses, even for a moment, becomes the master of himself. Epictetus wrote, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. And nowhere is this more true than in love. When a woman says something cruel or walks away, she's observing not your words, but your emotional control. If you explode, beg, or lash out, you confirm her belief that she has emotional power over you. But if you remain calm, detached and collected, you confuse her, because she can't understand why her actions no longer move you. In that silence, something powerful happens. You stop reacting and start reflecting. You begin to ask, what is this teaching me about myself? Maybe you were too dependent on her attention. Maybe you built your confidence around her approval. Detachment gives you space to see the truth. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop clinging. You can still love, but without losing yourself. You can still feel, but without letting emotions dictate your actions. When you detach, you shift from emotional chaos to inner order. In cities like New York or London, men face this test daily. Ghosted after months of connection, insulted after showing affection, ignored after vulnerability. The men who chase lose peace. The men who detach gain respect. So next time she tries to provoke you, don't text, don't argue. Don't explain. Breathe. Observe. Detach. Let silence be your message. Let calmness be your armor. Because when a woman realizes she can't shake your emotional stability, She sees something rare, a man who's not enslaved by his emotions, but guided by his principles. And that, more than anything, earns both respect and peace. Detachment isn't coldness, it's emotional intelligence at its highest form. It's the art of saying, you no longer control my peace, and meaning it. 3. Don't seek closure, create it within. Every man who's been heartbroken knows this feeling, that desperate hunger for answers. You replay her words, her silences, her actions, asking, why did she do this to me? You want closure, the final piece that makes the pain make sense. But here's the truth, closure rarely comes from her. It comes from you. Stoicism teaches that peace is found not in external explanations, but in internal acceptance. You may never understand her reasons, because people act from emotions they can't even explain themselves. One day she said she loved you, the next she was gone. 1 week she promised forever, the next she treated you like a stranger. You can torture yourself searching for meaning, or you can realize that her behavior reflects her emotional world, not yours. Marcus Aurelius wrote, when you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive. He didn't say, wait until others explain themselves. The Stoic man doesn't wait for others to give him peace. He builds it within. Closure is not an answer. It's a decision. A decision to stop chasing ghosts, to stop replaying what cannot be changed, to accept what happened and reclaim your focus. Imagine you're walking through the cold streets of Manchester, rain falling hard. You could stand there demanding the clouds to explain why it rains, or you could open an umbrella and keep walking. That's closure. It's not about understanding why something hurt you. It's about choosing to move on despite not knowing. When you stop waiting for her to bring peace, you become unstoppable. You stop being a prisoner of her actions and start being the master of your reactions. Real closure is when her memory no longer triggers pain, but gratitude that she taught you what you needed to learn about strength, detachment, and self-respect. The man who creates his own closure walks differently. He no longer looks back. He no longer seeks answers from the past, because he understands the woman who hurt him was not the end of his story. She was just the beginning of his awakening. 4. Turn the pain into power. Every painful experience carries hidden power, but only if you choose to see it that way. When a woman hurts you, that pain can destroy you or refine you. Stoicism teaches that adversity is the forge of character. The greater the pain, the greater the opportunity for growth. You see, when life punches you emotionally, it's giving you feedback about your attachments, your expectations, and your emotional weaknesses. Maybe you gave too much of yourself. Maybe you ignored red flags. Maybe you lost your purpose trying to keep her. That pain is your lesson. So instead of asking, why did she hurt me? Ask, what can I learn from this? Transform the energy of heartbreak into focus. Build your body, sharpen your mind, pursue your goals. Let the silence of your improvement be your loudest revenge. The more you grow, the less her actions matter. In New York, I once heard a man say, she broke me, but I rebuilt myself stronger. Now she wouldn't even recognize me. That's Stoicism in motion, turning heartbreak into rebirth. The pain she gave you can become your fuel if you stop running from it and start using it. 5. Forgive, but not for her. Forgiveness doesn't mean letting her back into your life. It means freeing yourself from the emotional poison she left behind. Holding on to resentment is like drinking poison and expecting her to die. Stoicism reminds us that anger enslaves the mind. Forgiveness liberates it. When you forgive, you're not saying what she did was okay. You're saying, I refuse to let it control me any longer. You choose peace over revenge. You stop replaying the past and reclaim your energy for the present. A man in Toronto once told me, the moment I forgave her, I stopped dreaming about her. That's the hidden truth. Forgiveness disconnects you from emotional chains. It makes space for something better. Forgiveness also restores your dignity, because real strength isn't in retaliation, it's in restraint. Anyone can react. Only the wise can release. So forgive her in silence. Let her live with her choices while you rise beyond them. Your peace is the most devastating response you can ever give. Forgive, not because she deserves it, but because you do. 6. Return to your purpose. A woman's rejection can shake you to the core, but it can also redirect you toward your destiny. When you're hurt, it's easy to obsess over her. You replay memories, stalk her online, or wonder if she's moved on. But the truth is, the longer you chase her, the further you drift from your purpose. Stoicism teaches that a man's true fulfillment comes not from love, but from meaning. When you realign with your goals, your mission, your growth, your discipline, you transcend emotional chaos. You stop seeking validation and start radiating strength. Every great man in history faced heartbreak. They didn't crumble, they created. They used pain as the raw material to build empires, write books, shape philosophies, or change lives. That's what you're meant to do. When you shift your energy from, "Why did she hurt me?" to "How can I grow from this?" you evolve from victim to master. Your purpose becomes your healing. Your vision becomes your medicine. And one day, when she sees the man you've become, calm, focused, and untouchable, she'll realize she didn't hurt you. She forged you. Conclusion: the Stoic man doesn't escape pain, he transforms it. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every rejection becomes fuel for evolution. Because in the end, how a woman treats you reveals her nature, but how you respond reveals yours. So when she hurts you, remember this: your silence is strength, your detachment is power, and your purpose is your revenge. Don't chase closure. Don't fight for validation, just rise. Become so grounded in your peace that her actions can no longer shake your foundation. Life will test you through love, loss, and betrayal. But every test is a chance to prove that you control your emotions, not the world outside you. That's the essence of Stoicism. Power through peace. Strength through stillness. And with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.